Hi guys, Queen of Flannel here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of the Monochrome Challenge, where I choose a color and we do the entire image in that specific color. So for this video, we're going to be using a whole lot of pink. So this image is another image from Derya Draws. I cannot pronounce her last name and I don't want to butcher it, but I got this off Derya's Etsy shop. I will link to the image in the description below, and we're going to be working again with the Ohuhu markers. So I pulled out all of the pinks from my... I can't remember how many are in that set. I don't have the full, like, 320 set. I'm waiting for the brush, the 320 brush tip set to come out. So I pulled all of my pinks from that set, and I also have my pastel set in case I need a few extras. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to start with this. Let's start with her skin. And let's start with, this is R21 Fruit Pink. Go with this. And we will see how this turns out. This is a pretty orangey pink. But we're gonna roll with it because it says pink in the name of the marker, and that was kind of what I was looking for when I was pulling these out, because the Ohuhu sets roll their pinks in with the reds, so they're all... You guys weren't gonna be able to see that. They're all R series markers, so I had to make sure that I didn't get any of, like, the red purples or the red reds, because we're going for just the pink. And this has actually been kind of fun to work on these challenges using just the one specific color. She is very pink. She kind of looks like she's got like a nasty sunburn, not gonna lie. Although it kind of looks like, I'm not sure what paper this is. It's just what was left over in my printer, so it might be Hammermill, it might be Copic Express Blended. But it looks like it's taking a bit to dry. Alright, I'm not too worried about this little, like, glasses streak here. If I need to, I can go over it with something else. And I'm wondering if I have something else in the pastel set that I can use to, like, tone this down, because it is very... She be looking a little sunburned. Although, I mean, this does kind of look like maybe a summary photo, so... I think I have a lighter pink in the other set. She's got this tattoo here, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to go over the tattoo, because we gotta do that in a different color. What is that in the background? Oops. Oh, I missed that empty space back there. Alright. Let's finish this up, and then I'll have to see if I can come back and do something with the background on this. So I wasn't paying attention to the taper on her waist, and that's actually the background and not part of her. But we'll see what we can do to fix it. And then we gotta do her legs down here. So yeah, I'm trying to start out with doing these challenges using colors that I don't use a whole lot of, and pink is generally not a color I use a whole lot. All right, let's see what I've got in here that... Okay, so that's a pastel peach. Oh, does that count? Peach isn't pink. And then I've got a yellow red in here. Do I go by like the cap? Or, so that's an E. All right, you know what? I am, if it's got pink in the, in the name, or looks like it could be... I'm going with it, guys. It looks kind of pink to me, and it's in the red family, according to the cap on the marker. We're gonna use this to kind of hopefully tone down some of our girls' very sunburned looking skin here. So this is R18 Pale Peach. She still looks pretty sunburned, but it's better. She doesn't quite look like she should make a trek to the emergency room. and seek medical attention. All right, so let's put a pin in that. And let's move on to her hair. And I'm going to start out with, this is R1, and it is coral pink, and I'm going to use this for some of these darker areas. Kind of along the lines of what I did. Oh, shoot, I always miss the ears. So I'll have to go back. So kind of along the same thought process as in the other monochrome video when I was working with the grays. We'll just put some of this in here. And it looks funky at first when you're doing hair with alcohol markers. But once you start getting a few colors and layers down, it kind of comes into its own. So I think her umbrella is actually a hat. I think this is like the band for her umbrella hat. That's a shadow, so actually I am gonna put this in here. And then if I have anything darker than this, I can try and darken it up. So I don't want to go in there. That's the umbrella. Oops. All right, let me do this ear. I can kind of blend. Actually, I'm going to do both ears since I have it in my hand. All right, so back to the hair. All right, so let's see what we've got. Still Rose. Let's go with, we're gonna try, this is R120 Light Prawn. Let's see how this works as our mid-tone here. And let's see, we'll go down here. And let's see what I have that... So I might go in with the blender to get back some of my highlight areas here. So it looks like her hair curls up back behind. Yeah, I'm not too worried about these the reflection lines on her glasses. I'll fix those. So we're just going to keep layering this up till we get it the way we want. So you notice like I bounce around quite a bit when I am working with alcohol markers. So I'll do an area and then come back to it. So I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos working with alcohol markers. Sometimes it's a good idea to see how things look once your marker has dried. That's kind of one of the nice things about alcohol markers is that you can sort of reactivate them and move them around and build on them and correct things out even after they've dried. And they typically will dry a little lighter than how they go down on the paper. So I think one of the mistakes, and I still do this from time to time when you're first starting out with alcohol markers, is if they tend to look like streaky on the paper when you first lay them down, is to keep just going over top and trying to correct out the streakiness, and sometimes that actually makes things worse in the end. So it's sometimes better to just lay your initial layer of your color down, let it dry and see what it looks like, and then go back in and start adding your additional layers. All right, so that was the light prawn, and it was it this one? No, it was coral pink was my dark color. And let's go in with pale peach. So this is just so that I can smooth out some of these edge lines here, kind of blend some of that out. All right, let's leave the hair for now. And let's do... Let's see what we've got here for... All right, I'm gonna grab, this is R110 Sardonyx. And I'm going to try and leave some of the center on this open like a highlight. See how that goes. So I always say that, and then I end up going back in and coloring it in. So we'll make the headband here the same color as the umbrella. And let's try... I don't know how well this is going to work. So this is just the this is the colorless blender. I could have laid the colorless blender down first and then my marker over top of it, but I didn't do that. Okay, we'll do this. We'll color in this whole, like, side here. And then go back in with the blender. I don't know if this is really going to do anything down here for her hair, but we're going to try it. We're just experimenting. We're having a good time. I totally just realized I did not color her nose. Blah, blah, blah. Whoopsie-doops. Let's see if I have anything paler. Alright, I got a pale cherry pink. Let's try this. You know what? I can't do it, you guys. I can't do it. I can't just leave it white. I just don't like those edges. It's just, it's not the markers, it's me. I do the same thing with colored pencils though, just stark white highlights. It's just, unless I'm adding like an accent color of some sort after the fact, I can never just like leave it alone. Alright, so let's go with this is cerise. And let's So this is the pale cherry pink, and I'm just trying to like match the tones here. So the rest of this image is a very like warm, like orangey pink. And the pink I just pulled for her glasses, the cerise, is like a very like purpley pink. So I'm just kind of layering my colors together so that I can use a variety of pinks, but that my overall like tone of my image sort of matches, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. It's a little weird using pinks for shadow colors. I don't really like the way the mouth is turning out. But we kind of got to work with what we have. Just going to layer on some colors here and roll with it. Oops, I got marker all over my hand. Just darkening this up as I see it. Okay, so let's do the earrings. And let's see. That's cute. I like that. All right, let's do her hair bow up here. All right, so let's move on to, is this the same color? That is the same color as her skin. Let's see what I got in here. All right, I think that about exhausts what I've got in the pastel set to pull from. So let's go with this bright pink. All right, let's. Okay, so let's make her. Let's make this like a romper. So we'll do it in the same color scheme. And we'll do a little pink on the belt. We'll just make it all like, yeah, I like that. So I'm just doing like a whole bunch of layers to smooth some of these harsh lines out. Alright, so now we've got these plants over here. So let's... I don't dislike the way she is turning out so far. Alright, let's do... And then... darker down here. It is a little tough because you know, I'm limited on how many pinks I have. So I have to find ways to stretch the colors, but the challenge is fun. We'll just simplify this and keep the shopping bags the same color. She still looks like super, super pink. Like, more pink than I would like her to look. And we are almost done. I went out of line there, but that's okay. It's all for fun. Plus, I'm maneuvering through this fairly quickly. Yeah, bled out over here, but I might be able to push that back into the image with the blender pen. I don't know though, but if not, it's okay. I think this is gonna make it worse. Maybe. Maybe. Huh? Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna look when it dries. Alright, now I gotta do her eyes. Well, we gotta add a little oopsie doops over here, but let me see what I've got here. Alright, taking creative liberties. I just grabbed my Derwent Light Fast. And I'm just adding a little bit of white on here for reflection. I'm taking creative liberties. So I'm just trying to quickly smooth out some of these harsh lines. Alright, so that is our pink monochrome challenge. Stand by. Forgot about her. Forgot about her tattoo over here. And apparently her little necklace here. Stand by to stand by. Alright. There we go. That is our pink challenge. I'll do those little hearts off camera, but I'm pretty pleased with the way she came out, aside from the little mess up down here that I tried to correct and didn't quite work out, but we're already at a little over an hour, and I generally don't like to go this long for you guys, so I was working a little faster than I normally would, and there's probably some things on here that that as I'm looking at it, and as I will, because it'll sit on my desk for a little while, and as it dries and as I kind of you know, have the opportunity, like some of these little like lines in here, once it dries and I see how things blend out, I'll probably go back in here and mess around and try and clean up some of these harsher lines in here, but I'll do that off camera. So that is our pink monochromatic challenge, and I am pretty pleased with the way she came out. So I've had a lot of fun doing these, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. And if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when I post additional content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.